big fan of hers, continues to get backlash, though, after she announced she is supporting Mitt Romney for president.
Yeah, so she put out this statement that she's supporting him, and then the firestorm that came back, the nasty responses on Twitter, people calling her all kinds of racist names, people even, you know, requesting all kinds of inappropriate things. So she fired back against those allegations on Piers Morgan last night.
It's my constitutional right to have my choice of who I want to vote for president.
And I feel very strongly you should be allowed to have it.
And I chose him not by the color of his skin, but the content of his character. We need to be united. And we all need to understand that we are all capable of achieving the American dream. And
so Renee is here. Of course, she's a well-known Republican. And Dr. Camille Charles is here as well from the University of Pennsylvania. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks for having us.
I bet you're not surprised about the reaction to Stacey.
Absolutely not.
You get it?
I get it all the time. We talked about that. I had a cross burn in my yard. That was in 1991. I've had people call me everything but the child of God. It's constant. And Stacey's right. You vote whoever you want to vote for. I mean, just because we're black, we don't have to vote for President Obama. I mean, it happened to me with Bush, but it wasn't as hostile. This has been very hostile for me for the last 4 years. People are just very nasty
about it.
Is it
because we're getting down to the nub here, that the election is getting close, and there's a fear that maybe the president won't win?
You know what? Some of that, but it's been happening to me for the whole 4 as soon as he got in, before he got in. So it's been ongoing. And it just goes up and down. Now with Stacey, I had some of the same things. What do you think? You're just like her. You know, that whole thing.
Doctor?
Well, I think there are sort of 3 things you can think about here. I think one is sort of on the level of Stacey Dash is not an opinion leader. She's not someone who is going to be swaying a whole lot of voters. And so from one perspective, there's the sort of, why does this matter? I think she is certainly taking some flack, and I don't think it's fair. I think she's absolutely correct that she has the right to her own opinion. But I think also that in light of the recent Nicki Minaj stunt where she tweeted something about supporting Mitt Romney, it turned out she was being sarcastic. She caught a lot of flack as well. So I think there are also some people in the black community, probably in particular, but also more generally, who wonder, is this genuine, or is this that she hasn't worked in a while, she doesn't have anything on the horizon, and maybe she's, you know, looking for that 15 minutes that will push her into other things.
I think we have to be careful there, because that is very insulting.
It is.
To accuse her
and
of that.
I have no idea. And again, she has the right to her opinion and her decision, and we should respect that.
Where's the anger coming from, though?
Well,
you're black, you should support another black person?
No. I don't. I think there is some of that.
Yes.
But I think that it would have happened no matter who the Democratic nominee is. I think that upwards of 90% of African Americans vote Democrat. It's been that way since Reagan, at least.
So the Democrats had a white candidate up, and Stacey says, I'm voting...
Right. So remember that when Obama was running for president, before Iowa, blacks were split roughly 50-50 between Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama.
True.
So it is not simply that Barack Obama is black and therefore... You could think of Barack Obama's blackness as kind of an add-on. So not only is this the party that tends to do better, because neither party is perfect where African Americans are concerned, but this is the party that historically that African Americans have thrown their votes behind since the Republicans stopped being the Lincoln Republicans. And so whoever that person is, they're going to have a high percentage of the African American vote. I don't know what would happen if, for example, Colin Powell or Condoleezza Rice were running for president on the Republican ticket. I don't know that all, I do not expect that all 90% of those blacks would then switch to the Republican ticket.
No, because of policy.
Exactly. And that's where we are. And again, too, a lot of African Americans haven't looked at our history. With Booker T. Washington being Republican, Frederick Douglass, those type of things. And they even put that in the tweets or whatever, you know, like who cares? The bottom line is that we can vote for whoever we want to. And people have to understand that. I don't think she should be attacked or threatened. I don't care, you know, if her career is bad or whatever. I think personally she was genuine. That's where I'm at. If that's how she feels, she wanted to put it out there. Yeah, maybe she did get 15 minutes of fame. So what? Other people do it too.
I just thought of another topic I heard. It's, you know, Ann Coulter, the conservative.
Right.
You know, she said yesterday, say that Obama won because there was a lot of white guilt still out there.
A lot of people are saying that. Some people say that.
Right.
I mean, some people deal with that. Let's be honest. This is the sociologist here.
And as somebody who studies public opinion, I would have to disagree with that.
Let's do that as Race in America segment. What do you say?
Sure.
You both come back.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. We're ready.
Get some pizza now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There is good news, apparently, for people who suffer from egg allergies. What do you think, I'm cracked? No. When it comes to getting the flu shot is what I'm talking about.